Well, it's the end of 2024 and you can see this morning I've been taking my lovely 400X out on the dirty roads of Shropshire. Taking a green laning this morning with another guy, Andy, on his CRF 300 Honda. And we've had an absolutely smashing time in the dirt, and this is just another review from another perspective of this wonderful bike from Triumph. Absolutely wonderful. So let's get the gloves on. These ride iron. Oh, these ride iron gloves, they're absolutely great. If you need some gloves, use the link in the description. And these are heated gloves, but I'm not turning them on today because it's not that particularly cold. So, why would you buy the Scrambler 400X? This is exactly what it's made for. Now normally when you do a review, the bike is absolutely spotless. Let me put the visor down. There we are, that's a bit better. The bike is usually absolutely spotless. But this bike is a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde bike. It really is. It really is. Now, you could buy this bike for £5,800 or thereabouts from Staffordshire Triumph or your local dealer. Brand new, maybe £4,500 second hand or thereabouts. And you could go to work and back on it and go Sunday rides on the A roads and things like that. But really, you need to take this off the road and get some dirt riding done, because it's absolutely wonderful. And it got to the point where, here we go. There we are. He got to the point where watching Safi Sprocket on a CRF 250 or 300, where she was highly upset by dropping the bike and not being able to pick it up. She would have been far better off with a 400 Scrambler based on the roads that she's riding on. And I've taken this 400 Scrambler on those kind of roads, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful. And it's easier to pick up when you drop it. Not that I have dropped this machine, but because, you know, because here we are, let's turn left here. Because the distance between the handlebars and the bottom of the wheel when it's on the ground is much shorter than that of the CRF 300 or 250. It's much easier to pick up off the ground. This machine is much easier, and that would have helped her, and she would have had just as much fun on the 400X rather than a CRF 250 or 300, whatever she has got. And, you know, it's just something to consider. So these are the, you know, from my perspective, I'm fortunate because I live around roads like this, and I can have a really good time on the 400X on the back roads of the country roads. I think I've led myself back to the main road. I've never been down this bit. I have. Let's go further down here. There we go. Let's turn left here. So I've had this through 2024. It was registered new in, I think it was January or February of 2024. It's got some 3,000, just over 3,500 miles on it. I really need to take it abroad, and it's been absolutely wonderful. I've had some great fun on this machine, and like I say, if you're only going to work and back on it and going out for a Sunday ride on the A roads, you're really missing a trick on this machine. You really want to take it out onto the dirt roads. Yeah, take it green laning, because it's lovely. It's not as high as a motocross bike or a CR F300, so you can get your feet down when needed. And the standard tyres that come with it, which are road, sort of off-road, they are road tyres but sort of off-road, you know, you can have a great time in the dirt and the mud, like I was doing this morning. I'm absolutely filthy at the moment. I've been covered and caked in loads of crap, and I've had a great time getting caked in loads of crap. Yeah, I've been through massive puddles and getting wet through, and it's been great. It's great fun. Take advantage of what the bike is capable of. Yeah, take advantage and go and have a great time. You can always wash it when you get back. Yeah, I mean, I've had a great time. So what have I done over the year? What you might want to know is I did a run to London and back on this with a pillion rider. I had to go to London, and that was about 140 miles each way, and then we diverted off for another bit of riding. And so in the day did over 300 miles in total, and didn't feel achy or anything like that. So that was great. That sort of proved to me that I could easily take this from a comfort perspective abroad and go touring. I know I've got the Triumph T120, but I could easily take this one touring as well. I've got the top box at the back, and all I need, other than the top box, which is a secure top box, so it can hold a laptop and cameras and things like that, I just put a 50 litre Oxford roll bag on the back seat, strap it down, and that's all my clothing and everything else that you take when you're going away and stopping in the odd bed and breakfast or Airbnb and things like that. So you can tour on it. On the 300 miles in a day ride, I calculated that it was doing, with two up, but with a pillion rider, 75 miles to the gallon. So it's very, very economical, and the suspension was absolutely fine, and the pillion said the comfort was absolutely superb. So there's a point there. Yeah, if you are thinking about getting a 400X or a Speed 400, go to your dealer and go and test one out. And don't forget to test the the Scrambler 400, even if you're going for the speed, just to make sure you're not missing a trick, because this Scrambler 400 offers what I believe is a more diverse bike. Diverse is the word. It's a diverse bike. So you can, you can take this bike a bit off-road and have a good bit of fun on it, whereas with the speed you may sort of not get as good an experience. I've had a wonderful time on this. I bought this for a winter hike, and now we're in winter. It's not particularly snowy, but it is wet, and it's going to be a great winter hike. The standard tyres on it are wonderful. There are reviews where people say, oh, the tyres are not good for the road and that. That's not true. I suspect that most of these riders that review them haven't been riding for that many years. I mean, I've been riding for 40 years now. 40 years? No, 50 years. I've been riding for bloody 50 years now. And I'm, what, 57, so... Way! It's got 40 horsepower, which is more than enough for doing this kind of thing. And you'll have a great time. If you're 45 and over, the insurance will be dirt cheap on this. Absolutely dirt cheap. And it's just a great bike. I know we've got new bikes out for 2025. You've got the Bear 650 coming out from Royal Enfield. That's going to be what, 4750 horsepower. It's a twin. It's a much heavier machine, and it's going to be, what is it, 6,000 odd pound, 6,700 pound. That's a contender. You've got the Gorilla 450. That's a great machine. Similar horsepower, I believe. Don't knock this one on the head, the Scrambler. Test it out. I love it. I love it. It's a great bike. What else is coming out? Yeah, you've got the Himalayan 450. That's okay. Bit tall. Sometimes you don't need a tall bike. But, you know, I mean, I'm 5'10", with a 30-inch inner leg, 29-inch, 30-inch. And I find the Scrambler absolutely wonderful. I weigh about 80 kilograms. Excuse me. And it's, you know, it's a great bike. It just is a great bike. And these roads and the dirt, the Scrambler 400 loves. Now, it's okay going on the 60-mile-an-hour A roads, but you don't have as much fun. Come on these roads and you can have a great load of fun. It's absolutely wonderful. It's so much fun. So I've had this, you know, just under a year, and it's been absolutely wonderful. From a review perspective, everything's been fine with it. I've had no issues at all. Servicing schedule is every 10,000 miles or every year, whichever is sooner. It's unlikely I'm going to get 10,000 miles on this in a year, so it'll be every year. The servicing, if you do it yourself, is dirt cheap, and you can do it yourself. You don't need to take it into a Triumph dealership, yeah? It's been a wonderful machine. So, as I say, 2025. If you're thinking about getting another bike, or your first bike, after passing your license, you might want to consider this machine. I really do think that you should take it out and give it a test ride. There are many other machines that you should test ride, but I think you'll find that This offers a great opportunity for you. Put a top box on it, and then put the roll bag on it, and then ride out to the Alps. You can do that. You do not need a big adventure bike to get to the Alps. You simply don't. This will take you anywhere. Whoops, there's a false neutral. That was my fault, that. I'm going to take this home and give it a good wash. I hope this meant something to you. Don't forget to get in touch with your Triumph dealership. I got mine from Staffordshire Triumph, wonderful, lovely guys. If you mention the word bankrupt at Staffordshire, hopefully they'll give you a good deal. And all the best for 2025. It's been a wonderful year for the channel, and I'll see you very soon. Hope this meant something to you. If it did, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Please give it a like, and don't forget to comment on your experiences. Are you thinking about buying one? Have you already bought one? Have you previously bought one? Let's get out of that guy's way. Have you had a bad experience? Have you had a good experience? Tell me what's happening. Ride safely, be kind to everyone, and eat healthily. All the best for 2025. It's going to be a wonderful year. See you soon. Bye bye.